Today we're going to check out Super Robot Taisen K on the Nintendo DS. For those of you not familiar with the franchise, the Super Robot games are crossover strategy RPGs featuring mechs from various manga, anime, and video games. Most of the titles in the series have been Japan exclusives, including this one. The story begins with the main character, Misuto, awakening in a hospital bed. He then meets the people who rescued him at the side of the road. When Misuto is asked why he collapsed, he recalls the embarrassing truth in his head, but instead of telling everyone this, he lies and claims he's an amnesiac. Kiriko then proposes a way for Misuto to keep a roof over his head, and that is by joining the Danar Base apprentice staff and helping them out in their battle against the mimetic beasts. What follows is a long game stretched across 36 chapters, which are called stories. It is a little bit shorter than other Super Robot titles, but there's still a good 50 hours of gameplay and story here, which seems about right for a strategy game to me. The gameplay is somewhat similar to Fire Emblem. You take turns moving each character on a grid, and try to defeat any enemies within your attack range. You also have to be mindful of your opponent's counterattack capabilities. What attacks you can use vary based on the situation. All of them have different ranges, some require your morale to be at a certain level, and others have limited uses per battle. You'll also have to take into account the terrain you and your enemy are standing on, because some do give defensive bonuses. Attacks are awesome, but way over the top. You'll eventually want to turn animations off to speed up the gameplay. I usually don't mind attack animations in games like Fire Emblem or Shining Force, but these get to be way too long after a while. When you're on defense, you'll be able to choose whether or not you'll counterattack, which of course will affect how much damage your character receives. There is a partner system that allows you to put two characters into a team, which will allow for dual attacks, and also lets you have the secondary character take damage for the frontline one. It's a pretty cool system, but I didn't really mess with it too much. Most of the battles follow the same pattern. You finish one objective, then a powerful enemy arrives with reinforcements. After defeating that one, another powerful enemy arrives with even more reinforcements. After defeating the last enemy in a mission, one of your characters uses a new ultra attack to finish him off. Even though the objectives you have at the beginning of each battle are different, each fight ends up feeling very similar. They are still quite fun though. In between battles, you'll be able to purchase and equip various upgrades, change partners, and of course, save your game. Speaking of saving, this game gives you an excessive amount of save slots, 64 in total, which makes me question how other DS carts are only able to put one or two. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Dragon Quest IX. You'll also have the handy ability to save mid-battle. The game's graphics are pretty good. While the battle maps may not be anything special, the character portraits and attack animations are great. The soundtrack is decent as well, and it's nice that the battle music changes depending on what character is fighting. Overall, Super Robot Taisen K is an enjoyable strategy RPG. It may not be as lengthy as some of the other Super Robot games, but it is still quite fun, and I would definitely recommend it. And that will do it for this one. As always, I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time.